Any apology? Any apology for what happened to you?
You would think, you would hope that that's how the meeting would have started, but no apology, no acknowledgement whatsoever. But it's the Trump administration, so I'm not holding my breath for decency, decorum, or manners here.
After Senator Alex Padilla was handcuffed and manhandled at Kristi Noem's press conference, it's made shockwaves across the globe. But now, in the story that just won't stop, Senator Padilla has blown a hole in Noem's arrest lies in a brand new bombshell interview. Now, like I was saying, what happened at Noem's press conference is absolutely unprecedented, and it's part of the reason why it's taking the world by storm. Senators are speaking out.
I don't ask law enforcement to throw my constituents to the ground and violently handcuff them because they have a different opinion from me. You know why I don't do that? Because we don't do that in a democracy. We don't do that against ordinary citizens, and we certainly don't allow the administration and the law enforcement that works for the administration to do that to a United States senator. This kind of violence, simply because the White House doesn't agree with people who dissent. If this is how a United States senator can be treated, then none of us ultimately are immune. If this is how a United States senator can be treated, none of our constituents are safe. This is a test for the country, but this is a test for the United States Senate as well.
And the national news is also asking some good questions.
You have Secretary Noem, who is charged with 250,000 agents around the country, and she cannot de-escalate a basic press conference. Instead, it has to go to the maximum where they have to handcuff a sitting senator. That actually goes to a broader issue. Is she the right person for this job? Does she understand that right now, if she cannot control a press conference, how can we make sure that there are not going to be rogue ICE agents, rogue folks that are going to interfere and violate people's constitutional rights simply because she does not have the authority or the ability to actually rein her in? I believe that there was someone from the White House that called her and said, you know what, you really messed up right now. You have to go now, sit down and talk to the senator. I have to tell you that I have known Alex Padilla for a very long time. In his character, he is someone that is staid. This is perhaps the most excited I've ever seen him. And in part is because he is someone that is very methodical, very thoughtful in the way he actually engages with his community. And he was there simply doing his job.
But now, Senator Padilla has just blown a hole in Noem's arrest lies in a brand new bombshell interview. Take a look.
Sure, and part of this is going to be sort of a fact-checking, right? And setting the record straight, because already the misinformation is coming from the Secretary and the Department of Homeland Security. So first of all, I was in the federal building in Los Angeles for a scheduled briefing with representatives from Northern Command. So I was waiting. I say, well, they haven't been responding to our inquiries and our letters. Maybe we go listen in and see if they have anything new to say.
Right.
So I asked the folks that are escorting us, can we go listen into the press conference? They escort us over to the press conference. They opened the door for me. I'm standing in the back trying to listen. You know, I don't want to get in front of the cameras or in front of the reporters. And, just the rhetoric is too much. And not the first time, but the second time they claim that Donald Trump and Secretary Noem is here to liberate the people of Los Angeles from the governor and from the mayor. That's when I spoke up, right? I had a question to ask. I want to call them out on their misinformation. Anybody who's seen the video knows that I repeatedly introduced myself. They knew who I was. I was not lunging at the secretary. I was, halfway through the back of the room on one side, trying to get a question out, but it took all of maybe half a second for multiple agents to be on me, and you've seen the video. Shoved out the door, and before I know it, I'm on my knees, I'm on the ground in handcuffs.
Do you think that there should be any steps taken by the Senate to maybe seek accountability for what happened? Should she resign? Like, how's your relationship with her going forward?
Yeah, well, today was the first conversation we've ever had. And that's why, despite being in handcuffs one minute, when being offered a meeting with her, an audience with her the next, I said yes, because I was there to do a job, right? I'm a member of the United States Senate. I have questions. I'm requesting information. And if that's what it took to finally get an opportunity to ask those questions and get some information, then that's why I took it. It's going to shock you. Of course, no new information, nothing but the company line, same old tired rhetoric. So yeah, 10 minutes later, we moved on. I was asking a question, but again, the big takeaway here is if they're willing to, if a senator asking a question scares them so much that they will deploy agents to put a United States senator in handcuffs. Imagine what they're doing to people out there, maybe subject to an immigration raid, who have a question, maybe requesting their lawyer, but not giving that opportunity. These are dangerous times for the United States of America.
Long story short, this is how democracy dies. I'm thankful to see this senator standing up to Kristi Noem and Donald Trump's corruption. However, unfortunately, I think this is only just the beginning.